I want to talk a little bit about just the American dream, because it is under threat in our country. And when I talk about going from a poor family in Ohio to standing up here before all of you, what a great example of what this country makes possible that I'm here asking to be your next Vice President of the United States, isn't it? I mean, isn't that such a cool thing? But I hate to say this, because Kamala Harris is such a disaster that the dreams we have for our country and for our families, they are on the ballot in November. And this is why we have got to reelect Donald J. Trump, President of the United States. We've got to do everything that we can to get President Trump over that finish line. The contrast could not be more clear. Kamala Harris's vision is for closed factories and open borders. It's a government so big it can tell you what to do, but bank accounts that are getting smaller and smaller and smaller. Now, Donald Trump delivered, not just talked about it. This isn't just his vision, it's what he actually did. He delivered rising wages and a strong border. What an amazing track record to run on. Kamala Harris wants to ban fracking and buy energy from every dictator around the world. Donald Trump wants to drill, baby, drill. Get American energy from American workers in American land. Kamala Harris wants to raise your taxes and make it easier to ship jobs to China and to Mexico. Donald Trump wants to lower the taxes for hardworking Americans and reward the companies that hire American and build American. Kamala Harris wants to defund the police and the violent criminals who make our streets less safe. Donald Trump, he's going to lock up the bad guys and back the blue, which is what all of us in this room believe. Now, I want to speak to all of you in the audience and anybody watching who's struggling today. If you're scraping by instead of thriving, I know what that feels like. I know what it's like to choose between paying off the credit card debt or buying groceries. I know what it's like to watch families fall apart under financial stress. And I know what it's like to worry that a parent will never kick that habit, that fear that the habit they have, whether it's drugs or alcohol, is going to eventually claim their life. But I also know that our national motto is "In God we trust," and God tells us to hope and not despair. And while the media loves to lie about this movement and this party, this movement of ours is about a very simple idea: that we love this country enough to fight for a better future for our kids and our grandkids. That's it. It's simple. And we all know in this room that the best way to give our people hope for the future, the best way to preserve that American dream, the best way to give our kids that better life is to re-elect Donald J. Trump, President of the United States. And Kamala Harris, she offers to lead us to a place of despair. So let me ask you, do we want open borders in this country? No. Do we want to bankrupt Medicare by giving it to illegal aliens? No. Do we want to defund the police? No. Do we want to ban fracking? No. Do we want a dangerous San Francisco liberal like Kamala Harris? No. Instead, in just a few months, Arizona is going to lead a great American restoration, a restoration of American safety, of American prosperity, and American hope. We're going to secure our border and stop the endless flow of drugs and crime into our communities. We're going to bring down the cost of food and housing so that young Americans can afford to start a family and put that family in a beautiful home. We're going to end the radical environmentalist nonsense and restore American energy dominance. We are going to turn this country into a manufacturing superpower once again. We're going to cut taxes for working families, including on tips for our servers and on Social Security for our seniors. We're going to secure peace through strength and make sure our allies do their part. We will, in short, make America great again. It's going to start in Arizona and spread like wildfire all across our country. Let's go elect Donald J. Trump, President of the United States. God bless you all, and thank you so much. I love you, Arizona. Thank you for having me.